4 between Cleveland and Houston, and Triston McKenzie's first pitch is one of those fastballs swung through.
Considering how everybody's max effort 95 plus these days, they're rare.
0-1 pitch lifted to left. Stephen Kwan back in the lineup for Cleveland, and he makes the catch. One down for Diaz, who takes the first pitch high, ball number 1. Jose Altuve.
Day off today, day off tomorrow for the Astros. A couple of days to unplug a little bit.
Popped up third base side. Jose Ramirez, and the ball cuts through the 6th.
Right.
Nice. Alvarez crushes this ball to center field. Straw is back at the track, and I didn't know they did canned soda actually at the ballpark here.
I didn't either. That's the first time I've seen it.
Because it's the whole world, your playground here.
100%.
What were you guys like when you were a kid running around the ball?
Cities around there.
Swing and a miss. High heat for Bregman. McKenzie is.
Me too.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. We don't keep score because you remember it in your head.
That's the fascinating thing. You remembered everything.
Yes.
Trey Mancini into center field. Well, I didn't play, so I had to write it down.
In his press conference when he came over to the Houston Astros and how excited he is to play some meaningful games. And he
0-1. By the way, from the desk of legendary Statman, set up outside.
A little
from
slider maybe. No, he went heater.
Oh, look out.
Wow, close.
Line to left. He came with a slider, and McCormick ripped it to left field for the second straight. Fouled hard again.
Continue to get after it. Because that usually takes them off, you know, the high fastball, because it starts up at the same kid.
Yep.
But he's staying with it. And I think Maley's just saying, let's go.
Not complaining.
It's inside for a ball, 1-2.
Right? I feel the same way.
There's that slow, and he left it up.
1-2 on Dubon. Mancini at second, McCormick at first, and a check swing on that curveball. He did double up, and 2 down. That was the one he wanted. By the way, I'm told we will have Trey Mancini at some point. 0-1 slider, checked his swing, didn't go. 1 ball, 1 strike. That was an awkward swing, and you see the 1-2 coming. It's a heater inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I mean,
that's effective.
2-2 to Myers. High in the air, back of 100 people will be on. 2-2. Check swing on a ball in the dirt. He went to the.
We'll be
Let's
on
get a union together.
A condor with flying.
3-2, struck him out. Breaking ball.
We've had a chance actually to interview him a couple of times, and that is who he is.
Ramirez gave a little ground and made a very nice play. Willing to be mic'd up, and I gotta say, there are some great characters and great people in these clubhouses. And
but they're still wandering.
Well, Rick, 2 weeks ago we had Nick Castellanos. The internet.
I know what I was thinking. Don't hit it to me.
Up the middle to shortstop. Rosario, nifty pick and throw.
The athletic, and especially up the middle. There was a play last night where Rosario actually made the play, but if you're watching behind, Jimenez was laying out to try, and what you're talking about is impressive.
Ramirez across the way. So a 5-pitch inning. You don't really have a whole lot of veteran anchors in there for guys to gravitate toward, but Jose Ramirez is such a good model.
Follow him. Yeah, it has been fun because you don't see this many young players on a team. Yeah. How about no called strikes to this point?
To your point about the youth and the trouble we have.
They made that commitment early in spring training, and they've stuck to it.
Alvarez reaches out and pokes it towards second, and see how the Twins help themselves. You feel like
they
might
did a
be
good job. They really did.
they the favorite just because of the position they're in.
They went out all in earlier too, signing Correa. You know, the former go, and they have to prove it first. But it looks good on paper. Let's put it that way.
Tell them I appreciate that.
They just heard you, and I know they're excited to talk about game number 3. There's Rosario.
In 05, and I went to a team much like Trey Mancini going to the Astros, a team with a massive lead. You know, I'd get traded over baseball. The Minnesota Twins were surging. We couldn't get Hafner out ever.
Yeah.
You know, it was amazing what they were doing. You know, it's a short porch, low line drive. I put my head down. I knew it was out when I looked up and saw Tim Raines about 6 feet.
It hit you.
It was when I got to home plate because everything kind of went dark and you just kind of touch every base, make sure you touch every base. And I'm going, man, this was incredible. If you've watched the DVD for Chicago White Sox fans, about 30 seconds later.
By the way, hello to Joe Espagan about his parents and how much they did to sacrifice to get him his first pair of batting gloves that he remembers. He said she keeps everything.
Yeah.
His mom Miriam keeps everything, and so he expects they're in a box somewhere. But man,
Joe hits fungos around the ballpark. He's trying to hit him to the outfield, and he keeps getting jammed, rolling over. I'm screaming at him from the. Yeah, she's watching, and it's a great baseball family. But Joe's a great baseball guy. It's not long before he actually has one of these.
Chill on the bench there.
He's got a good presence about himself.
Right field side, and Gonzalez around number 1. He was telling us about his first job, first month of the season. They were on the road in the Pacific Coast League, where you have to get up and get on a plane every 3 or 4 days.
Something like that, or the Adirondacks, or wherever we were. Those were the worst. Trying to keep the bus driver awake, but I can't for a month. That does not sound fun at all.
No, not at all is right.
On the ground, Rosario cuts it off. And Sacramento, A.J. Hinch was his teammate. Eric Burns, Mark Bell. Well,
there's some names up there.
Yeah, we're inadvertently playing Remember a Guy.
Oh, yeah. Memories forever. Not all good.
No, I was going to say.
That was my only bargaining chip I had.
That was an early lesson of leverage. Strike 3.
Played with Jim Thome for a year when he was in Chicago.
Yeah.
What was he like?
Yeah, Big Jim, great guy. So Jim, little ice cream after the game. He's like, yeah, we played baseball. We won, right? And I'm like, okay. And then the next day we lost, and all of a sudden
Jim Thome.
Jim, we joke around with him every once in a while in Chicago. It feels like he's got like 5 statues around the league.
How much pressure did that take off?
Jim was like a little kid. I mean, like, I think at the time I was 22 years old, and he was 39 or like the first rung of the left field wall squared up, then yes, I got him.
Hey, I asked him to get me a hot chocolate from the coffee place, and he made fun of me the whole car ride over here.
And I got you a little bit of whipped cream, and we asked for a little Cocoa Monster in there too, but they said they didn't have any more.
Hey, mix in a couple socks every.
Mike Gosling.
How about that?
That was a bomb. What? Absolute tank.
How did we have that?
I don't know.
Thanks, Gordon. Thanks, Ahmed. Called strike 3, bottom of the zone.
It's been incredible what you've had to endure as far as rainouts and delays.
Oh, good. Get out of it. Catch it.
Naylor against the rain makes the catch. The one light that was on is out now. I'm not even joking. It
had the power surge, so it had that's the one
that was on, and now it's off. And it looks like it's almost turning its nose at us for talking about it.
It might be.
Hobbs on it.
2 strikes. And Alvarez hits this into right on a line. That was amazing. Jeff turned into the stage manager for a moment. He was like the middleman for Bix over here to hand me the card. I looked over.
It's a team effort.
We have these cards for Blummer was handing me the card.
Well, that was after I hit it under my notes.
Thank you for that. To third base, Ramirez gobbles it up. High throw in a game.
It ends up being high.
Exactly what that did.
Pretty good play by Miller to recover that.
Look at that. What a quick inning.
Triston McKenzie is absolutely left. They typically like to keep him under 100, but I mean, the way he's pitched economically, he could go through 10 under 100. Strike.
Be playing against them, because I've seen plenty of games throughout the course of the season where they'll force pitchers, and we saw it early the first 2 games of this series.
Like McKenzie's been. I mean, he's showing you how you can do it to this lineup and shut it down, but you better be on your best. You know, that's got to be a good day. You got to have all your pitches.
Let it play.
Swing and a miss. Took a little bit off the. Here is Kyle Tucker, who's been dealing with a stomach illness, and he takes strike 1.
Unique swing, but he makes it work really well.
We asked a bunch of the players of their favorite Little League memories and things.
Graduate from slushies to ice cream.
That's right. Fouled away by Tucker. Now he looks way older, by the way, because you got the beard going. That adds a couple years.
Yeah, KBO.
0-2, breaking ball in the dirt, 1-2, and you see Tucker off the bench a little bit more patient, at least later on in this. 1-2. Again in the dirt, 2-2.
You know, it is amazing when you look back at some of them. That's a good take. 3-2 now.
Throwing him a bunch of breaking balls. This payoff is another breaking ball in the dirt, and it's the first Astros walk.
Well, that's why good pitching, it travels anywhere you go.
Thank goodness.
Yeah,
Thank
you
goodness.
get good defense, a good pitch on this guy who's in the batter's box.
Yes, indeed. Now McKenzie working out of the stretch, and we'll see how that goes for him. For Maldonado, prospectively. And there is one of those high fastballs, and he ripped it foul. 1 out, 2-1 for Altuve. On the ground at third, Ramirez. Jimenez. Double play.